The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Goes underneath for Bell. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he learned the ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's right. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again, it's Bell. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Mariota. It's caught. Shepard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, 26 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll come out in the pistol. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. the bootleg. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it'll bring up third down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, Taylor. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Now Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now it's Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. Picked off by Quick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. now. Taylor on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Taylor. Caught here by Conley. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Taylor. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go. Ohio.
Taylor now off the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mariota now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's got the hook up with Conley. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. From the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now Williams. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. To return, here's Chris Conley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Conley, 98 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come out here in the eye. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside inside the 25.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's loose again. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Conley taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll run it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People who fist it on the ground.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 54 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out here in the I. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
On second down, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll look to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Hearns the man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He's back to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hearns that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Dwayne Allen in motion. Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now it's Taylor. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Wilson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with first and goal.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I'd take a knee and let the clock run out.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Mariota eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Well, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now Bell, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
This is Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They come out here in the I. Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And it is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it with Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now what can Taylor do here in overtime? And Marshall's got it. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case...